What if you could build an entire WordPress website just by talking to an AI? That's not the future. You can do it right now, and I'll show you exactly how. AI agents are everywhere. So why spend hours clicking through WordPress when your AI can do most of it for you? In this video, I'll show you how to connect WordPress site to any AI agent or tool like Claude, Antigravity, Cursor, Codex, or whatever you use. With EMCP Tools, your AI can build landing pages and full websites with Elementor and Gutenberg. Manage your plugins and themes, analyze and fix performance and security issues, create custom Elementor widgets, and add PHP snippets in a secure sandboxed environment. You can also build a complete theme with EMCP Themer with your favorite page builder, or you can also author custom PHP templates. You can also use our built-in AI chat right inside WordPress, Elementor or Gutenberg with your own API keys from Anthropic, OpenAI, Gemini or OpenRouter. And that's just scratching the surface. There is a lot more that will speed up your workflow so you can build sites in hours, not days, not weeks. So stick around, and if you are watching this on social media, the full video link is in the comments or video description. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and keep following my social media profiles so you don't miss what's coming next. So let's get started. Hey everyone, the way you have been building WordPress websites is about to change because EMCP v3 that started as an Elementor MCP is now much more than that. It has now powerful MCP tools for whole WordPress that you can use to manage your WordPress websites, blogs, create websites for your clients, design websites with Elementor or Gutenberg, and more page builders are coming soon. And it has amazing built-in features that you would love. So it started small, and I didn't expected this much response from the community, but it certainly gave me a boost when the stars started to pile up, and I have seen massive adoption for this plugin. Then I decided to keep pushing the boundaries to make it an ultimate and not only MCP but a full design and development kit for WordPress websites. And if you had already used Elementor MCP previously from this GitHub repository, that's about to change because this name now doesn't reflect what it actually do. It started with Elementor, but it's no longer an MCP, Elementor MCP only. You can see we have already updated the title for the plugin MCP Tools for WordPress and page builders, because we are going to introduce or include all of the popular WordPress page builders. We have already started with Gutenberg that you can now use to create Gutenberg pages, and we have also added massive features to this product that I'll be showing you. And this video is basically an overview of all of the features, because each feature that we have built requires a dedicated video tutorial that I'll be making in the upcoming days. So make sure you have subscribed to the channel, and you can join our Facebook community, and you can also keep track of the new features on the changelog page. And we also have a dedicated tutorial section where you will find the latest guides about this plugin. So let's start. start with basics, how you will install this plugin. There are two versions of this plugin. One is a free version that is open source, that you can fork and make your own changes and adopt or modify this plugin to suit your workflow or your requirements for your personal projects, client projects, or if you are running an agency. This can become a massive boost in productivity, because we have already been contacted by many agencies and they are very pretty much amazed and happy at the same time with the product that we have built, and it's helping a lot of agencies in their client workflows, their personal projects, or their commercial products. So to download the free version, you can follow the link in the video description, or you can just search for Elementor MCP. You can come to this GitHub repository. You can also visit our website emcptools.com, and you will find the GitHub repository link over here, and if you click on download free version, it will take you to the releases page. So to install this plugin, navigate to this WordPress repository and navigate to the releases, and you will find the most recent release over on top. By the time you're watching this video, we are currently sitting at v3.1.1. If you're watching this video later on, there might be new versions, because we have been pushing updates quite regularly. And if you run into some issues, you can open up the issue on the GitHub repository. Okay, so currently the version of the plugin is v3.1.1. so you need to download the plugin zip from the assets. Just click on this and it will download the plugin zip file. Okay, you can also download a previous version if you like. Okay, so to install the plugin, I have created this dummy website. I have created these two websites, one for AMCP free and one for AMCP Pro, so I can show you what we offer in the free plugin and what is available in the Pro. So to start, let's just go to plugins, add plugin, and by the way, you will only need to install this way from the repository, from the GitHub repository once, because we have already implemented a built-in plugin update system, so you won't have to go to the repository again and again to check for new versions. The plugin updates itself from the WordPress dashboard, or to even auto updates can be enabled for this plugin, which I highly avoid. Just make sure that you read the patches, what it does, what the new version is for, then you can manually update the plugin from your WordPress dashboard. You don't have to go to the GitHub repository to update the plugin. Okay, so click on upload plugin. Now let's drag it over here and click install now. Okay, now activate the plugin. You can optionally allow and continue, so our plugin can gather some anonymous data from your website for crashes, for issues, so we can fix those issues for you. You can also skip this. There is no lockdown no feature blockage if you don't turn this off. Okay, let me skip that for myself because this is the dummy website. Okay, since it's no longer only an Elementor MCP plugin, it doesn't have to, the Elementor doesn't have to be installed. But if you want to use the Elementor tools or features that are associated with Elementor, then you need to install Elementor on your installation, or you can simply navigate to the tools and disable the Elementor tools at all. And by the way, we have already added guardrails. If Elementor is not installed, none of these tools are exposed to the MCP, and if you connect it with your agent, it doesn't add any context or anything. It only add context for the activated tools. Okay, let's navigate back to the dashboard and let me install the Elementor. So because I want to show you what it can do. Click on install Elementor. Okay, we are here. Click on install now. Activate. Okay, Elementor is also installed and activated. Let me close this one. You can also close this upsell pop-up if you don't like this one. Otherwise, you can click the button to upgrade to the pro version. And we are currently running some LTD deals and launch offer. You can get straight 20% discount on annual or lifetime deals. And by the way, by the time you are watching this video, these prices set very early, since the plugin has grown so much and it has many more features. These prices are going to be increased very soon. So if you want to take advantage of the lifetime deals, this is your time to upgrade to the pro version by purchasing these lifetime offers that are going to be expensive in near future. Okay, so that was the upsell. Okay, now let's navigate to the EMCP tools. Here you get all of the tabs right over here, and you can navigate through this handy dashboard. Gives you a sneak peek of your setup or environment. You can navigate quickly to the different sections. It has a dedicated featured video guides that will be updated as more videos are covered by different YouTubers, or if I make more videos, they will be also added over here. Then there are some help and resources. You can navigate to the documentation, and if you are a pro member, you can get dedicated ticket support. You can join our Facebook community to stay updated, talk discuss your issues. If you are a free member, you can use this community to ask your questions, ask for support, showcase, or anything that you would like to discuss about EMCP tools. You can discuss that in the community. Then you can view the change log. Okay, this was the dashboard. Now let's navigate to the modules tab. We have kept everything modular, so you can disable anything that you don't want or in your environment or setup, or you are not using that. You can simply turn that off. Like if you don't want prompts, you don't, if you are Elementor Pro user, Elementor Pro comes with a theme builder itself. Then you don't need our themer, which I will explain in a bit. Okay, so you can turn on or off. We have also added some built-in modules in the free version. All of these are free. Only the templates module currently is paid or a pro feature. Otherwise, we have already planned, and we are going to add a lot more modules, for not only for MCP but for general WordPress website development or design, like this image optimization. uh, you don't have to actually install any third-party plugin to optimize your images. Just turn this on and it will show its setting. You can compress images. And by the way, this is all 100% local and being performed on your server. No third-party APIs are called, or no server calls over here. Your data is not going anywhere. You can turn these features on or off. Even your agents can utilize these features via MCP tools. So you can your designed pages will be optimized out of the box. You don't have to manually compress or generate webp images. It will automatically compress your images. It will automatically generate webp versions. It will automatically serve them. You can set the quality, and you can also turn this on to keep the backup of the originals. And you can also use this optimize existing library feature. It will automatically optimize all of the media in your WordPress website. So since we don't have any media in this installation, so it's zero. Okay, and you can also restore the originals if you decide to turn this off. Okay, so now let's save the module. Once you deactivate a module, the menu item from left side and from the top will automatically be disabled, or it will disappear, and it will only show the tabs for the modules that are activated. Okay, next tab is for tools. This is a MCP layer. Each and every tool that is exposed over MCP is listed over here, and it's toggleable. Once you turn off any tool, it will disappear from the MCP call, and it will remove that context from the call. So you have the full power of what is exposed over MCP, and all of these tools are built with precision and performance in mind. If you have used any other MCP plugin in the past, or you are currently using any other MCP plugin, I highly recommend you to give our plugin a try and let compare for yourself that what our dedicated tools does with your agent will become smarter, because even only Elementor has 50 plus tools, and once you activate Elementor Pro, they will become like 70 tools just for Elementor. So your connected agent can build superior landing pages, because it will have all of the power and knowledge of the Elementor that we have built over 2 to 3 months, and it's a massive rigorous testing, and it has improved a lot since we have started building this plugin. Okay, so you can turn on enable all at once, save changes, and all of the tools will be enabled automatically. You can also turn on the low tools or anti-gravity friendly, but it's no longer required, since anti-gravity initially had this issue of limiting the tools to 50 to 60, but the newer version of anti-gravity 2.0 can handle a lot more tools in the context. So it's, if you are using the older version of anti-gravity and you are facing the issue, the error anti-gravity shows like there are too many tools, you can turn this on, and it will automatically disable the non-essential ones and only enable the required tools to build an Elementor website or etc. But since you have full control over each tool, you can disable the tools yourself that you are not going to use with your MCP connected agent. Then so you have total control over what is exposed at MCP. Then we have a Themer PHP template system, which I will show you later on. And then we have core WordPress MCP tools that are currently sitting at 60. That will increase as we progress through, or as we release more updates. It has all of your WordPress control. You can manage content, you can create posts, read them, rewrite them, you can get the posts, delete them, you can manage WordPress settings via your MCP, you can even use these tools that we have built for you that are absolutely free. You can analyze your website's performance for the home page or any given page. You can scan your website for security issues like malwares or anything. If your website got affected with any virus, you can use this tool to scan for the viruses. And since it has all of the file system access, which is, by the way, you can judge by the color, it's a dangerous territory. You shouldn't be turning and leaving them on. You should only turn them on when you need them, and disable them as soon as you are done. It has complete file system and database access, so your AI agent can not only analyze the security issues, it can also fix those issues by removing the files, modifying the files, and etc. You should always keep them off, and don't, because they are exposed over REST API, and any bad actor can take advantage of these tools that are dangerous, that can delete files, that can modify your database, and etc. And we have also added a very handy toolbar menu that you can quickly use to turn off the entire MCP REST endpoint. So once it's turned off, nothing is exposed over the REST API via MCP, and no one can connect to your site. Since we are making this plugin an essential plugin, so we don't want it to be only an MCP layer. We want it to be a toolkit for designers or developers or even marketers, SEO, content writers, and anyone who uses WordPress. We want this plugin to be an essential toolkit for all of you. So even when MCP layer is off, you can take advantage or use the other features, amazing features that we have built for you. So you can stop installing so many plugins to achieve something, and in the future we are going to add a lot more features that will be eliminating the need of so many third-party plugins and offer everything out of the box. Okay, so this is the tools tab, and now finally the Gutenberg. We have created some powerful Gutenberg tools that you can use to create Gutenberg page designs using the built-in blocks, patterns that WordPress offers out of the box, but we will be integrating other third-party Gutenberg block plugins, so you can create more powerful WordPress websites or landing pages using Gutenberg and third-party plugins. And we are going to integrate more third-party plugins like forms and etc. So your AI agent can do everything on your WordPress website. Okay, this was the tools tab. Now let's navigate to the connection. Okay, so in the connections tab, you get a nice looking dashboard where you can quickly turn off and the active abilities API at all, like I have shown you here. You can do that from here, and you can do that from here as well. And this is a handy tool if you are connecting your website through MCP to a tool or a software that accepts only OpenAI strict tool schema. Then you can turn this off. That you will hardly need to use in Claude, Antigravity, Cursor, or anything that is popular. We got some reports from some users that some tools does not accept tool schemas that are not OpenAI strict. So we have added this feature as well. So if you run into that issue, you can turn this on. Okay, to generate a connection, just click on this generate password and config. You don't have to go to users profile, create your password and etc. It does everything on this page. You can select the user and make sure the user you are selecting is an administrator user. Then just click on generate password and configs, and it will generate everything for you. And you can also perform a test authentication, so you can see that if your server supports the connection and does not have any issues at the backend, it will let you know right over here. So it's clear to you that if the issue is related to the server or your MCP client. Okay, now click on your favorite integration. Like if you want to connect it with Claude Desktop, it will give you a .mcpp file that used to work with double click and automatically adds MCP server, but for some reason with new versions of the Claude Desktop it no longer works, but you can still use this. And now I'll show you one by one that how you can use. Otherwise you can use this a command to ask your AI command in your Claude Code Desktop, simply ask it to connect with this MCP using these credentials. Or you can use the manual config for npx or direct http. So let's download the mcp.mcpb bundle. Let me navigate over here and let me delete the other test files. Let me re-download it. And now just open the Claude desktop to install it via mcpb. Okay, I have been testing this previously, so the previous MCP server is no longer connected. Okay, it's again downloading an update. Okay, let me relaunch it. Okay, we are in the Claude Code desktop. Just click on this settings extensions, and let me remove this existing one, uninstall. Navigate to the advanced settings and click on install extension, and then navigate to the downloads where you have downloaded the file. Just select it and click install. Your MCP is connected. You can see all of the tools are listed over here. 48 read-only tools and write delete tools are 73. Okay, now you can use this MCP in your chats. Okay, you can see everything is working inside over here. It has listed the tool. You can ask it to perform actions like list. Right, you can see everything is working. And you can see now it's writing a post, and it's using Gutenberg blocks because we have exposed the tools necessary for your AI agent to perform the tasks on the website. Okay, great. Let's see what it has created. Okay, the post is over here. Let me edit this and see what it has done. Okay, great. Your article is here. And now you can also instruct it to use some images, set featured image. All of the tools are available, and it has used the blocks. You can also ask it to add some CTA buttons or add some internal linking or etc, and everything in between. And we also have an SEO analyzer that you can use to analyze your article for SEO and fix those issues with your AI agent. So you can see it can work with Claude desktop. Let me exit this one. And now if you want to connect it with Claude Code to perform actions with Claude Code CLI, or even if you want to use VS Code like I do, you can use this terminal command to add this MCP in the Claude CLI. Or if you prefer using it in VS Code, just copy this npx. I recommend the npx way. It's more secure and robust. You can also use the direct http method. How you can do that? Just copy this and navigate to a project directory that I have created some over here. Let's navigate to the EMCP Claude and let's open this project folder with VS Code, and now all you need to do is click over here, create a new file. It should be called .mcp.json, and just paste the values over here. And now you need to restart the VS Code once to so it can pick up the newly connected or added MCP. Okay, you can verify that by opening the VS Code Claude code extension, and then browse the MCP servers. It's still connecting. It takes some time to get connected because it uses our package from npm. It downloads it and uses it. Okay, let's check again. Okay, it's still connecting. Let's give it some more time. Okay, it's connected. Now your Claude Code VS Code extension can talk to your website. Okay, here you go. It's connected and it has fetched all of the tools that are exposed over MCP. And once you disable any tool from the backend, it will not pick them up. I made a typo mistake, but I think it will correct itself. Okay, I think the post is not published. Navigate to the post. Okay, it's not published. Okay, let me publish this one. Okay, there you go. It has found SEO issues in your blog post. Now let me ask it to create or design a landing page while we test out the other connections so we don't waste our time. Okay, let's design a landing page for a car wash website. Use images from Unsplash and upload them to the media library, and also use some custom SVG icons and upload them to the media library as well and use them. But before doing that, by default the SVG upload is disabled, so you need to go to the editor and settings. Navigate to the advanced and click on enable unfiltered uploads. Okay, so let's navigate to the pages. Let me edit this sample page and make sure that SVG uploads are enabled before instructing our agent to use those tools. Okay, okay, SVGs are now enabled. Okay, let me close this one and let's ask it to do the job. And now let me quickly show you how other connections work. Okay, close this one, and now cursor, since I am not using cursor and I haven't even installed it, the method is pretty simple. You can use this config to use this command to ask your model in the cursor to add this MCP, or you can use this configuration in as a track time HTTP for cursor. Now for the Codex gave me a really tough time in the configuration section, because Codex now offers an app, and it also has an extension for VS Code. You can use these configurations in both tools. Let me show you how. Navigate. Let me open the Codex. Okay, Codex app has a location. Go to Files, Settings, and MCP Servers. Click on Add Server, and then you can add in your server using these settings. It will give you everything you need: the name, the transport method, which is streamable HTTP, the URL, and so on. But sometimes it works and sometimes it gives error in connection. So the config.tuml file is the working one for me. At least you can try this one as well, and let me know if you successfully, if you are able to connect this connect via this method, or uh, this is tested, which I am going to show you. Use the npx one because it is secure, and using the direct http method will give you a lot of errors, like Codex will tell you that it cannot connect, it cannot send these credentials over http or so on for some security reasons. But this method works pretty well. All you need to do is navigate to the project folder and create a new file, and you need to call it config.toml, and it needs to be placed inside a directory which must be named to .codex. Okay, let me move this over here. Okay, now in your Codex app you can open a project. I'll use an existing folder. Okay, the directory is selected. You can now just ask it to, and let me see if VS Code or Claude is asking for something. It's definitely asking for something. Okay, premium detailing, Elementor. You know why it asked for Elementor? Because we have Gutenberg as well. So you can choose between if you want to build with Gutenberg or Elementor. Since you're testing Elementor, let's select Elementor over here. And now you can also select anything from here. Okay, and then I'll show you another thing, which is skills that enables your AI agents to build superior landing pages. It will use the raw knowledge that Opus has for Elementor, but we have created some powerful skills that are available in the Pro that you can download and use them with your AI agents, and it will build better landing pages than the default. Or you can find some other skills by other authors. There are many people who have authored skills for Elementor MCP plugin. You can find it on the GitHub repository. I will also try to add the links to some skills in the video description. Don't forget to check the video description for useful links. Just submit my answers and let's see what Codex has done. Okay, we have not added the values inside config.yml file. Let's copy this and let's open this file and let's paste it over here. close this one and you need to restart your Codex app. Click on file, exit, and now let's open the Codex app again. Okay, I think now it should work. Let's see what Claude Code is doing. It's still asking questions because we are using Opus, and great, it's connected and working. You can see over here it has discovered the MCP server, and it has also discovered the tools that are available and so on. Now you can ask it anything. What it's saying, we have posts to the website. Let's ask it a different question. Okay, let's ask it to install contact form 7. You need to pay attention to the time it spends, since we have built so many powerful tools and the discovery of the tools is amazing in our plugin. So you will notice that it will perform actions way faster than any other MCP layer plugin that are available in the market, and you can compare for yourself that our tooling and our system is very fast in performing actions. Let's navigate to the plugins. Okay, it has installed contact form 7 and also activated it just under 20 seconds. You can also install theme, activate or deactivate theme. We have everything for you. Okay, now let's see how the Claude is doing. Let it do its job. Okay, now the Codex app is connected. What about the Codex extension in VS Code? Let's try that. If it's work out of the box, it should work because the config.yml file is the same for Codex app and the Codex extension for VS Code. Okay, let's try it over here. Great, it has also found the MCP server. Now you can also perform actions in Codex extension in VS Code. Let's say okay, it has also installed and activated the Fluent SMTP plugin on our website. Let's check it. Okay, Fluent SMTP is also installed and activated, and now the Codex is also fully working via Codex app and the Codex extension in VS Code. Now let's try Antigravity. Antigravity's method is simple, but you need to make sure that you are using the latest version of Antigravity, and it doesn't work in the anti-gravity visual app that they have built. It you need to make sure that you are using anti-gravity IDE. So let's navigate to the antigravity.google.com and click on download, and you need to make sure that you have installed the anti-gravity IDE, not the anti-gravity 2.0 app, because it doesn't have any option to add at the moment. I didn't find any option to add a custom MCP servers. They only list some pre-defined servers from their library or anything, but anti-gravity IDE works just fine. uh, let's open the anti-gravity IDE app. Okay, now in this anti-gravity IDE, the latest IDE app, how you add an MCP server. In the agents panel, you need to click on these dots and click on MCP servers. Let me open a folder. Okay, we have opened the project directory. Click on these three dots and click on MCP servers. Okay, now you will see this option, manage MCP servers. Click on that and you will get the connected MCP servers over here. But one thing you need to do is click on view raw config, and I had already added this config over here while testing it. It saves the config in a global location. So let's navigate back and copy this and move back to the anti-gravity and paste in your new information and save it. Now let's refresh this. Okay, it has picked up the MCP server. You can enable or disable the tools from here as well. Okay, some of the tools are having issues in anti-gravity that I will fix pretty soon, because I have seen them just now. And you can also report the missing tools or not, the tools that are not working in anti-gravity, by opening an issue on GitHub, so we can fix it for you. Okay, so now let's close this one and back to agents. Let's talk to it. Okay, great. It's working here as well. Now you can do anything in the anti-gravity as well. Like you can create posts, you can design your websites, you can update pages, posts, or you can create landing pages like I am doing in the VS Code over here. Let me see how far it has progressed. It's still doing its job, and I think this was our last integration in the connections tab. Okay, otherwise, for the rest of the tools, you can simply use this npx mcp remote configuration in any other tool that supports it. Usually all of the other tools support this same method using mcp server. You can maybe you need to update this mcp server key name to something different that the tool supports. You can check their documentation and see I think the Opus has finished building the landing page, and it is now performing a test using the playwright integration that I have added. Okay, okay, I can quickly see some issues, and the Claude will also see those issues. Let me close this one and let's let it do its job by checking the design, and then it can fix those issues by itself. Okay, now let me navigate back and let's explore what other features EMCP offers. This was the complete connections section that I wanted to complete because there were a lot of complaints about anti-gravity not being connected, Codex not being connected. So I have done everything in front of you, and you can see that everything works and it connects with every popular software out there. Okay, now let's navigate to the some pro features. The AI chat, this is available in the pro. I will show you how it works. And then there is context. Okay, this is really important. This sends this the MCP tool or schema sends this context with all of your calls to with some custom instructions that if you want that you want to add for your website. Like you can use this template, like you can set your business identity, what you do, primary audience, brand and voice tone. You can explain the content and SEO rules. You can add in some technical information like Elementor constraints or etc. You can also add some guardrails of what not to do. So whenever your AI agent is making calls, making handshakes, using these tools, it will follow this context strictly that you set over here. And you can see over here, it shows what your agent receives, precisely what you will type over here. It will add, it will preview over here. So this is also a very handy control if you when you want to control certain aspects or stuff for your website, like branding, color scheme, typography, or anything in between. You can build a complete context for your site. You can even use some AI agents to uh, build context for your site that other AI agents can use. And you can see it only adds to currently it only adds 212 characters or 53 tokens. It will keep adding once you add more text or characters or rules over here, and you can it will display over here that how many tokens this is going to consume. Okay, so use this when you want it, when it's necessary, but and it's always good practice to add some guardrails via context so your AI agent just doesn't drift off here and there, and it should follow your context. Okay, and this also is available in the free version. Then there is brand kits. We have provided you with 10 free brand kits. They only applies to Elementor, and they don't work with Gutenberg or any other builders at the moment. Will increase them and will add more integrations in the near future. And if you upgrade to the pro, it will then become 50 brand kits that you can restyle your website by applying these brand kits. It also saves a backup of your current global styling. And then there is skills are available only to the pro users because it has taken a lot of time and testing. Like I had spent about 2 to 3 weeks refining these skills for you with my 15 years of experience in developing with WordPress and almost 7 to 8 years of experience in designing with Elementor. So I have created these skills for the pro users. If you upgrade to the pro version, you will get access to these pro skills that you can use with your any AI agent to give your agent the abilities to design superior landing pages that resonates or works perfectly with EMCP, or you can use these skills with any other tool that you like. And finally, there is a sandbox. In sandbox, the core sandbox is created to accommodate custom widget building. Like if there is a custom design, a custom layout or structure that cannot be created using built-in widgets of Elementor, then your AI agent can publish custom widgets, custom Elementor widgets that are specced and guardrailed and saved in the sandbox, which you can turn on or off or remove anytime you like, and your AI agent will create much more superior website designs. When necessary, it will create custom widgets to create a specific layout. But we have provided the PHP snippets feature for free. You can add in any PHP snippets over here. You don't need any third-party plugin, and your AI, even your AI agent, can add in custom PHP snippets. Like if you want to register a custom post type, you can do that. You can add in some filters to a content. Your AI agent can do that, and these filters are also tested for some obvious dangerous code, but it's always recommended that you should test what your AI agent is generating. And that's why we have added a special guardrail that any PHP snippets that your AI agent adds doesn't go live until you activate it yourself. Okay, I think it's still working. Let me show you how the PHP snippets work. uh, One thing I forgot to mention, since it's a new chat, uh, and it's guessing everything by itself. It will make errors, it will discover tools on its own. But if you are on the pro version, you can leverage the pro skills that we have created, and those skills also covers creation of custom element or widgets, creation of PHP snippets, that so that your AI agent doesn't have to guess anything. It will work like a charm. But we have design the system in a way that even your agent with no skills can also utilize that. You can see it did not wandered around much, since Opus is a very superior model. If you are using Gemini or any other models, so you will run into, obviously you will run into some issues. The Claude is very superior model. Now see, it has created a snippets. Let's see what it has done. Let me reload the sandbox and see the snippets. Snippet is here. You can also view its code. You can download it, copy it, you can edit it, you can delete it. Let's activate this one. Great, you can see your custom post type has registered successfully. And if I will create a new review, and you can see it has also created a meta boxes section, but there are no meta boxes available. So you can, this will not happen once. If you are using skills, it will tell exactly what to do. Okay, okay, it's registered, but there are no meta boxes. Let's see how this is doing. It's still creating the page. Okay, let's reload this. Great. You see, we didn't have to enable or disable anything. It just updates on the fly, and you can see that now there are meta boxes. Now if you are on the pro version, you can ask it to create a custom element or widget to use this custom post type that you have created to add a carousel or create a carousel widget that uses this custom post types data and show it in a beautiful way however you like. This is the power of EMCP connected with your AI agent. You can do almost anything that you want. Okay, now let's navigate back to the EMCP. We were on the sandbox. This was the last tab in the free version that needed coverage. And now I'll quickly show you the pro features and what you can do with the pro version. And if you need some help, there is a handy menu over here as well. You need to, if you are going to upgrade to the pro, you can just click on this button. And we also have an affiliate program for anyone who is interested in making some money by referring our product to their clients or using it on their client websites. You can earn 30% commission when a customer purchases EMCP Tools Pro via your given link. You just need to click on become an affiliate. You need to fill this form, and you need to make sure that you add enough information for us to review why you are a best fit, what audience you have, where you will be promoting our product, and we'll review the affiliate applications. And once approved, you can start earning commission from by recommending our product to others. Okay, that's it for the free version. Let me navigate to the pages and let me see if it has finished the job. Let me reload this. I think it's also keeping track. Oh my god, you can see it's doing an amazing job, and it has impressed me. Opus is really a great and superior model when it comes to designing websites. And in a moment, once it finishes the page, you will see it. Normally, I have been testing it quite hardly, and you will hardly see any HTML soup in the created page. It will it's anything that it's adding over here is will be fully Elementor editable. We'll see in a bit. Okay, so it has also finished building the page. But if you use the pro skills, you will see that it will generate the pages with native Elementor widgets out of the box. Okay, so it's now doing a final test, I believe. And for the time being, now let me show you how you can install and activate the pro version. You need to buy it from here. You can purchase the annual subscription, or you can purchase the lifetime deals. Click on the get unlimited, get 10 sites, whatever you want. It will take you to the checkout page. Make your payment. You can use this promotional code that is currently going on for the launch offer. You can apply, and it will instantly give you 20% discount on LTDs. This launch offer only applies on the lifetime plans. For annual plans, you can use another coupon for to get 15 to 20% discount that I'll leave in the comment section or in the video description. Okay, so once you make the purchase, you will receive your credentials, or your account will be created on Freemius dashboard. This is how it looks. Just let me reload this so I have the latest data, since I had just pushed the v3.1.1. Okay, so all you need to do is download the pro version from your EMCP dashboard. You can also, okay, let me download it. You can also copy your license key, open the directory, and let me navigate to the pro installation. Go to plugins, add plugin. One thing I forgot to show you is the EMCP themer. Sorry for that. It's also available in the free version. The only limitation in the free version is that you can only create one template of each type. Like you can create one header, one footer, one single post or page template, one archive template, one search results template, and one 404 page template. If you are using Elementor free version, this completely replaces the need for Elementor Pro. If your only need is to create custom designs for your website using Elementor Pro's theme builder. We have created this amazing theme that is currently in develop still in development and beta phase, but it's fully functional that you can use, and you can report any issues that you face using any feature of the EMCP. You can open up the issue over here, so you can see we only have these open issues that are not actually issues, they are already answered, and every issue that have users been reporting with us, we are quickly resolving the issues. So we are pretty good at that. So if you open the issues, it really help us in improving the products. See, these 28 closed issues have shaped this product entirely into a different kind of product that it started with. And I'm really thankful to all of these amazing people who have uh, raised the issues, tested the product. You can see they provided us with very detailed feedback to help us improve the products. You can do that as well. If you help us improve the product further, you are also doing yourself a favor, will improve it, and you will get some more amazing features in the EMCP. So let me show you how EMCP theme works. You just need to you can create the theme or designs, front-end designs, by using two methods. One is a visual builder. We have added some blocks to the default Gutenberg editor. They will pop up right at the top. We'll keep adding more blocks, but these were some essential ones that you can use. You can design your template using any of your favorite page builder. Currently it supports fully supports Elementor and Gutenberg, and we have created these same widgets for Elementor as well. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, you can use this feature with the Elementor's free version, and we'll keep adding these more. And if you are a developer, or you can do some heavy lifting, you can also contribute to back to this project with by creating some more blogs, some more widgets for theme builder and etc. And you can see all of our contributors are listed over here. These people also helped us improve this plugin over the time. You can also do that. So now let's see how it works. Let me show you an archive template. Okay, uh, this is basically the template name itself. Here you will be designing your template. I'll create a dedicated tutorial but on Themer, because it's a really big feature, but let me just give you an overview how everything works. Okay, so now we have an archive title over here. Okay, and then we can simply use archive posts over here. Okay, you see the archive posts are here. Now select the template type, it's archive. You can set the condition to include all archives, or you want to include it on any specific archive like reviews, categories, tags, and etc. You can add in more conditions to include or exclude, and I believe I have found the bug over here, and I will try to fix it as soon as possible. It doesn't have the exclude listed over here. Okay, sorry, my bad. It says right over here, the free version only provides the include feature. To get the exclude feature, you need to upgrade to the EMCP Pro, and EMCP Pro unlocks the limits. It will give you option to create unlimited templates for unlimited types. Okay, so the template type is archive. Let's publish this. Publish. Once it's published, let's navigate to the categories, and let's browse this category, and you can see it it has taken over the theme's default archive template. I haven't designed it properly, but you get the idea. This is your playground. It respects the header and footer and only adds the template where it needs, and you can also create your custom headers and footers. And now one more thing that I want to show you is just navigate to the tools. If you enable this, it will now have an option in the EMCP themer for PHP templates. Like your agent can create custom PHP templates and then assign them to any template type, create the template, and it can assign. Now let me show you how it works. Once you reload, now it also has a render with PHP template. It will automatically detect the type, the archive type templates, and only list the selected template types, matching templates from PHP section. Like if you select the header, it will only list down the templates that are marked or saved with the type header. So this is also pretty neat filtration of the templates, so you don't have to scroll through any long lists. So now let me see how it has done. Okay, it has created the page, and I'll try to make a dedicated video on render with PHP, but for reference you can just ask your agent to create a template, then create a PHP template and assign it to the template that it has created. You can create completely custom designs using your AI agent for headers, footers, and etc. You get the idea. Okay, so now let's take a final look at the page that it has built. I will edit it with Elementor. Okay, I can quickly see some issues. That's obvious. Since we are not using Elementor Pro, it doesn't build the proper header. Sometimes it just wraps the content, and I need to zoom out a bit. You can just do fix that with a one click. Okay, it will not happen when you use ProSkills. We have strictly instructed it to avoid making these mistakes. But now just start clicking on any element, and I'm sure it will be purely native Elementor widget. Nothing will be HTML soup. You can see it's using the proper widget types, like but for buttons, it's amazing. Because I have been using this on production level, and the 50 plus templates that we are going to introduce in the pro version. Currently there are 3 templates, and we are actively working on other templates, and all of those templates that you will see later on in the EMCP are created purely with EMCP, and then fixed by us, fixed by humans for such small issues. But now you can see everything is editable. The color scheme, the styling and everything is just amazing, and it works out of the box. And you can see it's using global styling and etc, and it has done an amazing job. And you will see that I don't think I will find a single element that is HTML. Maybe a form, because Elementor Pro only has the form widget. Elementor free does not have the form widget. Okay, so you can see it even use the icons properly, but I think it has added some custom styling or something. The icons are not looking that good. Okay, maybe it has used SVG icons. Okay, it has also uploaded the SVG icons, and I think this icon check SVG icon is making the issue. Can replace it. Okay, so it's the SVG icon. Okay, now you can see it has also used Unsplash, which by the way I forgot to mention. We also have added some tools, or sorry, in the connections tab we have added third-party services. By default the model will try to find the image, upload it to your media library, but it doesn't work all the time. Unsplash or other services may restrict your access, or there are rate limits. You can add in your API keys for Unsplash. You can get it over here. Pixels, you can get it over here. Pixabay, you can get it over here. Just create your apps, create your API keys from here, and then add them to the connections tab, and then your AI agent will have more quota, more power, more superior images from these platforms. It can query them, it can search them, it can then sideload them. They are fully integrated with the media library. Okay, so you see everything is fully editable and everything is amazing. Nothing is HTML, everything is Elementor's widget, and you can even see that even in Elementor's free version it didn't used any HTML just to create the design, and it has used everything that is available in the free version of the Elementor. Okay, the wrap issue over here. Okay, some icons are not properly visible. I think they are some disturbed SVG icons, but you get the idea. Okay, so there you go. This page is now fully created with and EMCP and Claude. Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, now for the pro features, I'll wrap this now quickly since everything is covered and most of the stuff is available in the free version. Let me add in my license key. Once you activate the EMCP Pro, it will ask you to add in your API license key. Just activate it and then there you go. You have now EMCP Pro. I will install Elementor. Okay, I will also, this time I will also install Elementor Pro. Okay, Elementor Pro is also installed and activated. Now if you navigate to the EMCP, all of the pro features are now unlocked, and now I will only show you the pro features that we have missed in the free version. And first of all, the AI chat. It's an in WordPress AI feature that we have introduced in EMCP 3.0. If you are not if you want to use your AI API keys from Anthropic, OpenAI, OpenRouter, Gemini inside WordPress dashboard, you can use this feature, and this is still in beta and you can help us improve it further. Let me show you how quickly it works. I will add in my OpenRouter API key. By the way, OpenRouter offers free API free models access that you can use, and I have also some credits over here so I can use the pro models as well. Just navigate to the API keys, create your API key. I will call it EMCP Pro test, and I will delete this key. Don't try to use this one. Okay, and once your key is created, just copy this from here and add it over here. Okay, so this is how it looks. You can now select the provider. You can connect multiple providers. You can then use models from here. I will test it with the free model router. It will automatically route the request to any available free model. You can also use the premium models, and let's see. And we have developed this with the core context involved. It doesn't wander. It will always have the complete context from EMCP and its available tools. So it uses only the EMCP tools and doesn't do anything out of the box. I think it's stuck. Let's see which model it used. Okay, it used silicon flow. It depends on the model a lot. Which model it's using. You can also specify some popular free models like Open GPT OSS, I believe. Okay, OSS 120 billion or 20 billion or Quen, they work great, but they are not always available. That's why I have okay. So you see, it's working now. Let's see what model it used. Now it used the Nemotron Ultra 3 free. And by the way, when we started building it, it was using like 30k tokens, input tokens just for this same command list list plugins. So you see now it works. Uh, Okay, this is where you can talk to it. You can the chat history is maintained over here. You can start a new chat. You can navigate to the settings. You can switch back, connect other models, and then you can also set a default model when you want to use the Ask AI model that is integrated into the Gutenberg and Elementor. Let me show you how it works. Select a default model over here, and then if you navigate to any page, let me edit this page, and you see this button over here, Ask AI. Now the context, the this chat window works inside this page. There are some UI issues that I will fix because it's still in beta. You can minimize it, you can maximize it further, you can even close it, and I can see this some UI issues. There are some UI issues. Okay, once there is a command that is destructive, it will ask you for approval. We have guardrailed everything, or at least we have tried to make it secure so it doesn't just delete the content on its own. It asks you specifically when it's using some destructive tools. Okay, let's approve this. There you go, the page content is gone. Open router is routing request. I know it's routing request across multiple models, but the context remains same on this page. It knows that what you are talking about, and sometimes the selected model doesn't return the appropriate text, or it doesn't work the way it should. But it's model related issue, not the plugin. So it did this. Okay, it's model limitation, not the plugin. It has tools that it can use, but it depends on the models. You can see each run is the token consumption is way less than other AI tools and etc. Now you get the idea. You can even ask it to design the page. The more superior the model is, the more superior the output will be. Now let me close this one, save this one, and let's edit with Elementor. And this same Ask AI feature is also implemented in the Elementor page builder. Okay, I start a new chat over here. I am not telling it anything about any tool. It will discover on its own because we have injected everything in each call. It will always have the context. It will always has access to the tools that are offered in the EMCP, and it will automatically use them. And we'll keep improving this. You see the UI issue that we have seen in the Gutenberg, it doesn't appear over here, and this chat interface is pretty nice over here. Let me reload this and see what's going on behind, what model it's using. I think it's still thinking. Okay, okay, there you can see, you will see some of these errors. It's just that the model doesn't have enough information, but it can discover the tools, it can use the tools. It depends on it. It entirely depends on the model. If you are using a model like Sonnet or Opus or even GPT, they are superior models. Okay, let's see how it's doing. It's still generating. But let me tell you, these APIs are costly. Don't use them to design the full pages. Like if you have integrated Opus or Anthropic model, or if you have integrated Gemini, those are expensive models and API costs are way expensive. The subscriptions you get from Codex or Claude, they are highly subsidized, and you don't if you like, I am on a Mac subscription, so I don't worry about the tokens because it doesn't matter. I have been using Claude for quite some time, and when you build with something with APIs that are way expensive than you do in the subsidized systems or subscriptions, you see it has created two call to it has created the section, but it didn't edit text, but it's correctly created the containers that I wanted. It also added the image, but it depends on the model like Nemotron Nano 12 billion. So if you have connected Anthropic or Gemini or Codex, sorry, GPT, OpenAI, they will generate superior sections, pages, but you get the idea. It works inside the Elementor as it should, and it replaces even one more thing that Elementor Pro advertises is their NG, where you have no control over anything. You have to use their own quota system, but this way you control everything. You use your own API keys from any provider, and then you can do the same stuff like that. But still NG is a superior product integration because it's developed by the Elementor, and this Ask AI feature is developed by a solo developer like me, but I have made sure that it works, and you can help me improve this further by raising issues or even helping me the contributions. Since it's a pro only feature, so you can't really contribute back to it because the pro source code is quite different than the free source code. So you get the idea. This is how the built-in AI feature works that we have shipped with EMCP. Now let's navigate to the EMCP modules and see. Now you have templates. Let me enable the image optimization. AI chat we have covered. We have also covered the themer. If you navigate to the templates, now you have the full power. You can create unlimited templates. And then if you navigate to the prompts tab, now you have 50 plus premium prompts that I think I forgot to mention in the free version. I think we had disabled it. There is a tab for prompts and that is available to pro users only, and it has 50 prompts for creating local business, 50 different type of local business websites, and these are the exact websites that we are going to include, or templates we are going to include. In the templates we have used these same prompts and we have created these same 50 websites for you as a templates. So, and we have made sure that they are superior in design, because each if you, even if you copy the same prompt, your model will create different kind of designs based on the prompt. But we have made sure that all of these templates that you will find in the templates tab over here, you can see we have currently 3 live templates, and you can see the quality of the templates that that we are going to ship, amazing. And soon you will have 50 plus premium templates listed over here. If you are on a pro tier, you can see they are not just any regular looking Elementor templates. They are highly designed for local businesses and they are pretty amazing, and everything is fully editable and built with native Elementor free or pro widgets. Okay, you can see even these carousels and anything that you see on these templates, even the forms, they are completely created with Elementor, and you will be able to get these, use these templates, create a page, import to library once you upgrade to the pro version. And then the brand kits, there are 50 brand kits that are available to the pro version, pro users. And now the skills, just download them. Once you upgrade to the pro version, you have access to these pro skills that you can drag into your project directory. How you do that? Just let me close this one. Let me create a new directory over here. I will call it EMCP Pro. And there are instructions available over here for all of the popular tools. If you want to use these skills in Cursor, you want to use this in Windsurf, Antigravity, or any other MCP client, you can you will find the guides over here where you need to copy these skills. For Claude, you just need to create a new folder over here that needs to be called Claude. Then you need to create a folder for skills, and then copy or move these skills over here. There are 3 different folders. This is a dedicated skill to analyze performance of your website. This is a dedicated skill to analyze security, malwares, or viruses on your website. And this is a pretty huge skill that covers many things like using the dev browser, using scripts. Even we this skill is specifically designed to the for the people who have some HTML templates ready made. They want to convert them into a ready-made Elementor page. This skill can be used. There are verticals when you are designing a local business website. There are some verticals that it will use, and etc. Now let me close this one and let's navigate to the EMCP Pro Claude. and open this with VS Code. Let me make a new connection. Okay, Claude Code, copy. Let me close this one. Your job is done, buddy. Okay, now let's create a new file .mcp.json. Sorry. Okay, let me reload the VS Code editor. Okay, let it reload everything. Okay, let me navigate to the modules and see if everything is properly activated. Okay. Okay, now if you navigate to the sandbox, you can see this sandbox for Elementor widgets is also activated. Okay, MCP is connected. Okay, now let me show you how to use these prompts. Just copy a prompt. Since when the prompts were created, there were openverse integration in the EMCP that doesn't work quite well, so we removed that. That's why I'm asking you to don't use openverse image site loads. Use images from, and I'll also update all of these prompts to remove any stuff that is no longer valid, but they serve their purpose. Okay, you see it also checked that the available tools that we have added for stock images for the APIs, it is not connected, so it has decided to use the free stock images. Okay, it has started its job. It will automatically find some Unsplash images and use their CDN URLs and sideload them. It can also do that, but if you integrate the API keys, then it will have more power, more context, more or better results, better images, so it will not waste time on finding these images from URLs, searching them, checking their CDN URLs if they are available or resolves and anything. When you have connected an API key, that API key have a lot more power. The cloud can simply query images, search images with tags, browse categories and etc, and simply use images from those providers. Okay, it has found the images and it will now sideload them. Now let it do its job and let's see how what kind of page it builds. Okay, so now for EMCP themer, let me navigate to the tools and let's enable all, but I think let's turn these off. You can see we also have the SEO tools, audit page, extract keywords, generate meta text, generate schema markup. Even it can add information to your SEO plugin like Yoast or any other popular SEO plugin. It can add in the SEO data on that plugin, but we have tested it with Yoast SEO and Rank Math, I believe, and other plugins are not tested, and we'll make sure that more of the SEO plugins are added to the catalog. And you can also tell us what SEO plugin you use and what integrations you want to see in the EMCP, and these SEO related tools are available to the pro version only. And now I will not waste time. I'll do some other stuff on this website. uh Also trying to use the API version of Unsplash. Okay, it has published the post. Let me check them. Okay, and let's see if it had set a featured image, and there you go, it has created all of the posts that I'll be using in the testing. Okay, now create a custom template for. Okay, you see what I have asked it to do. I have asked it to do to create a custom PHP template for a single post with minimalistic but modern design. Then add a new single post template with the EMCP themer and assign the PHP template to it. Let's see how it does. Since the feature has just recently launched, I'll create some skills for you that your AI agent can use, and I'll include those skills in the pro skills folder. Okay, it's also going on. You see, currently this is how our single post looks. They Because we have installed Astra theme over here. And let me go to customize and make sure that the containers for posts are set to full width, because it respects the container. The template you are going to create respects the theme's container layout unless you specifically ask it to override that. So I will use a box layout. Okay, I think it has already done its job, but we have added another guardrail. You need to navigate to the templates created with EMCP themer. The template is created, edit this, and you need to manually assign the PHP template. It will not automatically assign that because we have added that guardrail. You need to actually, a human actually needs to go to that and save it, then it will go live. Okay. Okay, the layout is updated. The thing I have been talking about was the container layout that Astra injects. Let's open a post, and I can assure you that this is not the default Astra single post layout. Okay, let's navigate to the single post and click on boxed or unboxed. Okay, we needed to increase the width. You see, it respects the theme's container size. Okay, okay, there you go. This is your PHP template, and you can further refine it. You can ask it to make some modifications. This is a minimalistic layout. You can now screenshot the template. You can ask Claude to customize or modify or so on. And if we take a look at the archive template, this is how it currently looks. And let me ask Claude to create a better version. You can also reference it with some visuals like how you want, what kind of designs you want, but I am basically showing you the features or the ability that EMCP has. Let's see how it's doing. It's now creating section 6. And by the way, you can also edit, see the templates, edit the templates, view the templates that it has created. You can see it automatically assigns everything. You can edit it, you can rename it, you can change its type if you want. You can also customize the template however you want. It by default injects the css right into the template. That I highly recommend you to remove it from here. Just copy this css from here or cut it from here. Let remove whole of this echo, save changes, and to use this css just navigate to appearance, customize. That's the correct way to add. You can also instruct your AI agent to do that. You can ask it to add the css into the additional css section, and don't stuff that into the template. Okay, you see the design stays the same. Means the css that it has generated is working. Okay, it has also created a template for the archive. Let me navigate to the PHP templates, and you can see the archive template is created. Okay, you can see we have also added some guardrails that notifies you instantly that some issue, there are some issues like WordPress standards are not met, or even in some cases they are just warnings. But it tells, you can tell your agent to fix those issues or you can ignore them. And now let me copy this css from here as well. Okay, let me remove this echo, save changes, navigate to the customize, and I'll add it after this one. Let's publish this and let's see what it has done. And I'll reload this one. Okay, so before that we'll need to navigate to the templates, and it has created the archive minimal modern. And you see it has automatically followed the previous pattern that you have instructed it to follow. And you see the type of template is selected archive, and only the archive type templates are being listed over here. Okay, so on. And now you can add in the exclude rules as well. Okay, let's save. Like if you want, if you don't want this layout on some certain category or etc., you can even type in a category name to create, to assign or exclude this template on a certain category. By default it works on all categories. Okay, all archives, save, and see how it looks, what it has done. Okay, you see it, you have completely redesigned how your archive looks, but with the default Extra theme, and you don't even now need to upgrade to Extra Pro or anything else. You can just use the raw power of PHP and create your own templates, custom designs across your site. You can design your own headers, you can design your own archive layouts, and anything that you would like. And this is the power of EMCP connected with Claude specifically, and it's still going on. And how many sections it has built? It's currently working on section 7, and there are 1, 2, 3 sections remaining, then the final test. So I'll let it do its job. Oh, we can also test the Gutenberg. Let me copy this and let's run this command over here. So it already has the context, a lot of context. You shouldn't be starting new chats. So to save on tokens. Okay, let me do one thing. Let's navigate to the connection, third party services. Okay, our API keys are working. Okay, great. Now we have tested this functionality as well, that if you add in your API keys, it will quickly find images, relevant images for web search. It kinds of wander off, and it tries to use the proper similar images, but they are not guaranteed. But this way it will use proper images. And one thing we have forgot to check. Navigate to the pages. This page we had created with the free EMCP and Elementor. I want to check one thing, and you can see this is what I wanted to check. Our image optimization module is also working. You can see it is using automatically using the WebP versions served on the front end by the EMCP tools image optimization module. You can navigate to the media library and see any media that is being uploaded on into the WordPress media library will gets optimized and then served on the front end. Okay, you can see every image that it has used on the front end is being served as WebP automatically. You don't have to install any third-party image optimization plugin as well. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, now it's doing the testing. Okay, I can see it has created a nice, beautiful looking page. There are some styling issues that are obvious, and some icons are missing, and I think it will check and it will correct itself like it did with the other landing page that it created. By the way, if you are wondering how my Claude is doing all of the testing in the browser by itself, it's because of the plugins that Claude offers through its marketplace. You need to navigate, you need to open the manage plugins. Sometimes it doesn't load, but it's installed. I have been seeing this error from quite some days. The manage plugin options and marketplace doesn't load in the VS Code extension, but it works quite well in the CLI. And if it works for you, you can manage, you can install playwright plugin in element in Claude code through its plugins marketplace, and it works quite well in the CLI. You can list the plugins you need to. You can install playwright and Chrome MCP plugin that Claude itself offers through its marketplace, and then it does all of this. I don't even have to touch anything. It will automatically open the browser, open the website that you are building. It will take screenshots, then it will see if everything aligns, if and then it automatically fixes everything by itself. And our Gutenberg page is also on the way. Okay, Gutenberg page is also created, but using the default blocks, I don't my expectations are not that high. But let's see what it has done. Okay, it has created two pages. Okay, so it says the browser is already being used by another. So which page it created? Okay, let me edit this and let's see if it's duplicated. Okay, there are two pages. Okay, I am sure it has used some HTML blocks to create these designs. Okay, so it's a group. Okay, attempt recovery. No, I think they are all built-in blocks. Okay, okay. Amazing. It used emojis instead of icon block, I believe. Okay, but rest of the stuff is fully Gutenberg compatible. No HTML stuffing. Everything is built with native Gutenberg blocks. Okay. Oh my God. It's amazing. Let me close this one. Okay. 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 Now we need to go to the customizer to make it full width. Or we can use Elementor full width template. But I believe that doesn't work. Okay. Okay, I believe this is the same page. This is a different page. Okay. Okay. It has created Gutenberg pages as well. And let me edit the page. Okay, you can see everything is fully editable. Nothing is HTML hard coded. It uses the default available Gutenberg blocks and it has done an amazing job in utilizing these blocks and then creating a page out of it. And you can see these pages are designed pretty nicely. If I go to customize and unlock the width of the pages, let's post type single page, uh no sidebar. Okay, now we can see it fully. Okay, the header and footer needs to be adjusted. We can remove that, so on. But if we look into the page, and you can see it has done an amazing job using Gutenberg as well. So you are not locked into Elementor only, and we'll add more integrations for third-party Gutenberg block uh, plugins, so you can build more amazing landing pages. But I think it has already done an amazing job when you are just designing some pages using the default Gutenberg blocks and the default stuff that shipped with the free WordPress version. You didn't needed any premium add-ons, but obviously premium add-ons helps in creating more complex layouts. So we'll keep adding the integrations for you. So, and let's see how Claude has done with this. Okay, let me navigate to the pages, and okay, it has created this page, and I'll edit this with Elementor, and let's quickly see what it has done. Okay, it didn't edit any form, and I think it was instructed as such. Okay, okay, everything is fully editable. Okay, okay, these icons are missing. Okay, everything else just aligns perfectly. Since we didn't have any visual reference, and it added some extra padding, I believe, for some reason, or I think the icon is missing from here. Okay, 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 good. Some icons are missing here and there, and some styling issues because it's using the global colors for text. See, the global colors is this one. Okay, you can fine tune the colors and anything or fonts that however you like. Now you can ask your AI agent to do everything or anything that you would like to do, and you can see by using the skills that the thing I wanted to show you. By using the skill, it did not messed up any layouts like applying unnecessary wrap to anything, and everything is laid out perfectly. Just some icons and some quirks here and there that you can ask your agent to fix. And when you are using skills, it doesn't matter if you are using Claude, or if you are using GPT or any other model, it will always have proper context and proper information on how to use the abilities, how to use the tools, and which type of widgets needs to be used where, and etc. Okay, it says all updated. Let me reload this and check this. And let's find this up. Okay, I think they are working over here in its test browser. This Elementor screen doesn't seem to be loading for some reason. That's Elementor in a nutshell for you. Okay, let's stop it. Now let me quickly show you how the custom widget builder works. Create a custom Elementor widget. Okay, now since Elementor does not have any widget that lets you add dual color headings out of the box, so you will have to rely on third-party add-ons or some custom CSS by adding some classes, spans, and etc. Why don't we create our own widget that meets our requirement? So just hit enter, and with EMCP Pro and your connected AI agent, you can build custom element or widgets, and we have skills for you that you can download by being a pro member. Download it from your plugins dashboard, then you can see it will automatically load the relevant skill. We have created a special dedicated widget builder skill for you that you can use, and it will any model that you are working with will have proper context on how to author the custom element or widget. And let's see how Claude Opus does that. And this way you eliminate the need of adding more add-ons to your website. You can just publish custom element or widgets by yourself for carousels, for custom designs, for anything that is not available in the built-in element or widgets. You can build it yourself, or more precisely, your AI agent can build it for you. You just describe what you want and it will automatically utilize the EMCP tools, the skills, and publish ready to use Elementor widget. Okay, I think it has created, okay, it has created a widget and it's automatically testing everything. Now let's test it by ourselves. Navigate to the pages. Let's close this one. I'll add another page. Let's call it test widget. Edit with Elementor. Okay, okay. Let me close this one. Okay, so let's add a new container. Okay, you need to scroll down and look for a custom EMCP. All of your custom widgets will show up over here. Let me add it over here. Amazing. You can see there are two controls for first part and second part. You can also it has decided this on its own. I didn't ask it to do that, but it's a nice addition. You can set an HTML tag, you can set the alignment. Okay, everything is in working condition. There is the first part color, okay, and even the typography controls are separate for each part. Like if you want to add a different font or styling to the second part like this, okay, you can see we now have a custom widget that have power of creating a custom dual color heading that previously you even either you have to install a third-party add-on, or you need to mess up with CSS. You need to set spans to the heading element, then give it some classes, then add the CSS code, and etc and etc. Now you can pile up your Elementor screen with your own widgets. You can take screenshots of some sections or designs, give it to Claude and ask it to build a custom widget out of that. Like I had registered a custom post type, you can do that. You can register a custom post type for reviews, for services, and anything that you would like, and then you can ask Claude to create a custom widget to display that data from a custom CPT to into a custom design. Even when you are using Elementor's free version, you don't even need Elementor Pro's loop builder and anything. You can create your own loop designs, you can create your own carousels, you can create your own custom layouts and designs using custom widgets and EMCP tools, or more precisely the power of Claude. So this is it for now. I tried to keep it short, but there was so much to cover, and still we have scratched the surface of EMCP. And I will publish follow-up videos dedicated to each feature, on how to effectively use them, like EMCP themer. We can create a video to create a whole custom uh, website using the themer. We can create dedicated videos to design some custom widgets and etc. And if you are interested in those video tutorials, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you won't miss amazing videos like these. And more importantly, to support the project, just subscribe to the pro versions, and the limited time lifetime deals are going away very soon, or they are going to become very expensive, since you can see the power of the EMCP or the features we are offering, and we are continuously developing or adding more features into it. So these prices were introductory to fund the initial development cost, but since we are on a track and we want to make sure that this product stays alive with regular updates, so this is your time to upgrade to the lifetime deals, or you can upgrade to the annual plans if the LTDs are gone or they become expensive by the time you are watching this video. So I hope you will enjoy this plugin, and if you have any suggestions, you can directly comment over here. You can open an issue on GitHub, or you can join our community and provide your feedback over here. So I'll see you in another video. Shahzad signing out. Happy building with EMCP tools.